Thoughts, please?
You'll be 5-2.
Right, you worked hard to tie it 1-1, and it seemed like it unraveled there pretty quickly. What went wrong right there?
Well, we made mistakes. I mean, even the first goal, we're down there and, the entire shift, putting on all kinds of pressure. And then they come up the ice and it's a 3-on-3, but we have a forward that goes to sleep. They make it into a 3-on-2, and they score. We had good work habits, and there were lots of times tonight where we stifled them with our forecheck, we stifled them with our neutral zone forecheck. We generated way many more chances than we did last night, but we didn't do enough of it often enough. And you combine that with breakdowns on plays that we shouldn't have broken down on, and that's the result. So we have an awful lot of work to do. But I can tell you this. First of all, it starts with me. We're 0-4, and the first finger of blame goes to me. That's just how it is, okay? Secondly, there's nobody in that room, and there's not a single coach or trainer or secretary or strength coach that is feeling sorry for themselves right now. Tomorrow we will lift at 11 a.m. and we will lift hard, and then we will practice at 1:15, and we will begin the process of overcoming our problems. End of story.
Devin, you and the team have been able to get to the net quite a few times against a tough Union defense. Does it just come down to missed opportunities at key times?
Yeah, you're gonna have weekends like that. You're gonna have games like that, and you're working like the effort's there, but maybe necessarily the smarts aren't there. You're not taking the quickest route there. You're almost overworking instead of working smarter, and you just gotta keep the effort up and trust the system and trust that if you do all the right things, it'll eventually come, and that's all you can do.
Seems like you guys in pretty good shape. 1-1 Cam scores, and really had a very, very good first period. Should have been after the first period. The goalie was huge. Then the 3 goals. Was it just like Coach said, breakdowns, or just?
Yeah, there were mental breakdowns. That I thought the compete level was there, and mental breakdowns leaded in goals for them, and then we kind of we didn't react the way we should, and we paid for it.
Any other questions for the Snappers?
Cam, just go over the game itself. Your thoughts on the game? Obviously, it's nice to get 2 goals to get going, but what just a thought on the game and how you guys played. Coach said the effort was there, but again, struggling to score goals overall.
Yeah, I think like Devin was saying, I think we were overworking rather than working smart. And sometimes you just don't get the bounces. Like you said, there's just weekends like that. And, overall, I thought we worked hard and competed, but things just didn't go the right way for us.
Any other questions?
Ready a goalie change? Was it to try to jumpstart the team? Did you feel the third goal was too far from the crease? What prompted the goalie change?
Just trying to change the momentum of the game.
Tomorrow's lifting and practice, was that already scheduled or something you're doing?
No, we lift and practice every Sunday.
What's the one lesson you want your team to work this weekend?
What's the one lesson? Well, there are an awful lot of lessons, but essentially, okay, when you're trying to build a team that succeeds, okay, first thing that you have to do is learn to compete, okay? So, as the players said, we competed pretty hard. I think if you watched it, you said, hey, main kids are working their tail off, all right? And that compete level has to be a given every night. Without that, you have no chance to win ever, unless, you know, you're the Soviet Red Army, the Los Angeles Kings against the Orono Pee-wees, you know what I mean? That has to be there. Learning to win means you're doing, you know, you have absolute discipline in your system. You have precision in the execution of your fundamental skills. When a guy is open, you give him the puck, you don't look him off. You don't try to find something better. The game is 60 minutes long, you have to let it come to you, all right? So you form these habits in your systems, in the execution of your offensive tactics, and you just do it because the game dictates that. You play exceptional defense, you're always in position, your sticks are in the right place, you use the proper techniques, all of those things. That's how you learn to win, okay? And then once you've learned to win, then you have to learn how to handle winning, okay? Because some teams start winning for a while, everything's good, and it's like Mardi Gras in New Orleans, and then all of a sudden the team starts losing again because people don't know how to handle winning. They forget what it takes to get there. So right now, over the first 2 weekends of the season, if I'm trying to assess where we're at as a hockey club, I would say that we have learned how to compete, but we have not learned how to win. I want to see somebody quote that verbatim. There won't be any space for the rest of your call.
Throughout the series of penalties in the second period, Hayes, Wetton, and BC, what were your thoughts on that?
Well, Hazy just lost an edge and bumped a goalie. You know what I mean? That was an accident, okay? But what Nolan Vesey did is absolutely unacceptable. I mean, he stuck the kid, and that can't happen. You know what I mean? Like Hazy last night ran a kid over. I can't tell you what I thought of the official's call, but you know, that's just a penalty that happens in the game. You know, like sometimes you hit somebody a little hard, and, you know, that sort of thing, okay? But sticking a kid with your stick, I don't accept it. We will not abide.
Anything else?
So he will not play next Friday.
I didn't say that, Larry.
Spearman's always a game, it's not a game DQ.
I don't
Usually
know.
it's-
I'm
They
gonna
call
have-
a game misconduct out
If
here.
they call it a game misconduct,
Then he
then,
plays.
now, however, the league may review it, and in terms of supplemental discipline, he might be suspended, okay? But I'll decide whether or not he sits a game or whatever. How's that? Anything else? Thank you all for coming.